Hello everyone and welcome back to Chef Chat. It's been a couple weeks since I've seen you because we've been very busy. We had the barbecue competition. I hope you guys came and had a good time. Remember, we'll have it again next year, so put that on your calendars. First full weekend in June on that Sunday we're going to have it. So, moving on. Today we're going to do pizza dough. Alright? Pizza dough is very, very easy to do and nobody does it. A lot of people order out pizza or you go to the store and you buy pizza dough or you buy frozen pizzas. Some frozen pizzas are good, I agree. I buy them myself. In a rush, I cook those. But pizza dough is very, very easy to do. Simple ingredients, simple machines, and you'll be on your way. So, we've got some ingredients here. We've got yeast, warm water, olive oil, salt, honey, and flour. So, these are our ingredients. This is how we do it. First, we take our yeast and we put that in the bowl. Then we take our warm water and we put that in the bowl. And what this is going to do is it's going to kind of wake up that yeast because the yeast is dormant right now. So we want to wake them up, and that's what that warm water is going to do. So we're going to let this sit for a couple minutes at home. Let it sit. Let that yeast wake up a little bit. No more than 5 minutes and you'll be good. So next what we do is we add our flour. Right in there. And then all the other ingredients go right in. Olive oil, salt, and honey. Honey's going to add a little bit of sweetness, a little earthiness to your pizza dough, and it's going to give that yeast something to eat on. Because yeast likes sugar. Then we take our dough hook attachment, we put this guy right on here like this, and we turn it on. Now on this recipe, it says half a cup of warm water plus a couple tablespoons, I think. Now you're going to need more water than this. It's always better to add less water than too much water because you can always add more, you can't take it away. And then if you start adding more flour after you've added too much water, your stuff's going to be all messed up. So keep a little bit of hot water sitting on the side just in case you need it. Alright? We've got this mixture on about medium. And this will mix and it'll form a ball and then all of a sudden it'll pull all the way from the sides of the mixer here and you'll be left with one nice round ball of dough. And this only takes a couple minutes because we're almost there. Now there's a couple of things, there's two ways that you can finish this. You can continue to let this guy go for, I don't know, 8-10 minutes until the dough gets nice and firm, or you can do it like a real chef and you can take it out of the machine and you can do it right with your hands, right? So, do a little show here. See how the dough's formed a nice ball? It's pulled away from the side of the bowl there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take that dough out. It should be tacky, right? It should be tacky, not too wet, not too dry. It shouldn't stick to your hands. Then we take a little bit of our flour, we put it on our cutting board. You can do this right on the sink if you want to. Alright, and what we do is we fold and then push. And then we turn, fold and push. Fold and push. And we just knead this dough. Knead it. And you're going to want to do this for about 8 to 10 minutes until the dough firms up. If you feel the dough start getting sticky again, take a little more flour, put it on your board, and do that. So, when the dough comes right out of the bowl, you're going to see it's very soft and mushy. You're going to start kneading it and it's going to start getting more firm because you're building gluten in here. So you just knead it and knead it and knead it. And then when you're all done kneading it, you take your bowl again, you add a little bit, well that's not the one I'm looking for. There it is. You add a little bit of oil, just a little bit, maybe a teaspoon. Spread it around in the bottom of the bowl. Then we put our dough back in the bowl, okay? The oil is to keep the dough from sticking to the bowl. And then we cover it with a towel or something and put it in a warm spot. This time of year, it's not going to be hard finding a warm spot for your dough to rise, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to let our dough rise, and it's probably going to triple in size. So it's probably going to take half hour, 45 minutes, depending on how warm it is. During the winter, what I like to do is you got to bake it in the oven anyway. So what I do is I turn my oven on, and the oven vents from behind the stove, right? So I just set it right on top of the oven. It's a nice warm spot, and your dough will rise. Just make sure it doesn't get too hot, because if your dough gets too hot, the yeast will die. It's not usually going to happen, but it might. So we let that dough rise, and then what we we do is we take it out and we're going to roll it, right? So the first thing you're going to want to do is you've got a round ball. You press it out with your fingers like this, right? Get it about half an inch in height. But you want to first make that nice round shape that you want in a pizza. And then what you do is you take a little bit of flour and you put it on there, and then you take your rolling pin, right? And you roll it out. I would roll this out, but it's still really tough because I just kneaded it, right? After it sits, it's going to relax. The gluten inside is going to relax, and this dough is going to be a lot softer, so you're going to be able to roll it out a lot easier then. So you roll it out, you roll forward from the middle, and then in the middle, back, middle, side, so you keep a nice round pizza dough. If you make it square, that's fine, make it square. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put this on a pizza pan. The best type I have found, the kind I use at home, I think I got it in a department store somewhere. I got it for one of my wedding presents. It's round, it's Teflon covered, and it's perforated. It's got little holes in it. It lets the air get up to the bottom of the pizza dough. It works really, really great. You put your pizza dough on the pan, then you spread your sauce on. We're going to leave a recipe as well underneath there next to the pizza dough for a basic pizza sauce. Put your sauce on, all your toppings on there, and then you stick it right in the oven. Now, a lot of people ask about pizza stones. Pizza stones are great. One thing that I wouldn't recommend on doing is putting the pizza dough right on the pizza stone, unless you've got a big piece of wood that you could put it on and stick it in there. It just gets kind of messy. It kind of messes up your oven. So I suggest putting it on the pan, and then putting that pan on the pizza stone in the oven. Pizza stones are great. They distribute even heat in there. I have one in my oven. I leave it there all the time. If I bake a cake or bake brownies or bake pizza, it's always in there. It's a really good tool to use. So I hope this helps. Go home, make your pizza. You see how fast that was? You can do this in a night, right? You can come home, make the pizza dough really fast, let it set, put the kids away, put your stuff away, get the dishes clean, get changed, and then you come back, your pizza dough's ready, roll it out, put the toppings on, and you're done. Okay? So until next time, guys, see you then.